Benny Johnson here in Black Lives Matter Plaza. One of the demands of the group Black Lives Matter that they will not relent on is the defunding of police. The defunding of police is not just a theoretical policy for Black Lives Matter, it's a real-life policy. You are seeing dozens of cities across America defund their police or threaten to defund their police. And the ones who have gone through with it are slashing budgets on an insane level. It's become very politically fashionable to say defund the police. But what does this mean for people who live in crime-ridden neighborhoods? We went to two very specific parts of Washington, D.C. and asked. One was BLM Plaza in a gentrified, corporate, and very wealthy part of town. The other was in Anacostia, in a part of the city that is riddled with crime and that is generally low income. We asked the question, do you want to defund the police? Here were their answers. The BLM movement, they say they want to defund the police. Defund the police.
Yep.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I agree with that.
Yes, I do.
So you're in favor of defunding the police?
Yes.
Yes. Stop giving them the money that other organizations could use.
I think that when people hear defund the police, they're like, oh, what are you going to do about the police? Like, when you need the police, like, what are you going to do when you call them? But I think a big part of, like, preventing crime comes from funding other places like education and, again, like mental health resources. So defunding the police, I am for.
I mean, personally, I think just generally defunding the police, taking away from a good chunk of their funding and putting that towards more community-based resources, things to help better the community as a way of preventing crime instead of relying on policing. That's my biggest thing.
Instead of my tax dollars going toward funding the police officer, take some of those tax dollars and go to the for mental health.
And they're just like better trained people that we can train other than the police to call.
So less police, less violence.
I think so, yeah. I think if you focus less of your resources on police and more on programs, job programs, things that are offering resources to underfunded communities, people will be less prone to committing violence because they'll have their needs met and they won't need to worry. They won't need to, break the law in order to survive.
We was doing better when we was policing our own community. You gotta worry about crooked people and crooked cops.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's more crooked cops than it's crooked people, so.
Oh yeah.
So defund the police, yes.
Defund police.
It's pretty similar to them. I mean, it's not just like taking away money in total. It's just distributing the money differently to put it towards education and social work and things that can just help the community better at the end of the day.
Right behind me, Frederick Douglass apartment complex saw a murder of an 11-year-old boy. There's a big movement right now about defunding the police, getting rid of the police. Do you support that?
Get rid of the police. We need more police everywhere.
We need more police out on the street. We really do.
I would just perfectly like to see the city even enforce more police around here.
I just lost my son. It'll be the 23rd. A year to be a year. I just lost my son.
We can't keep blaming it on the white man, the police, or whatnot. That stuff starts with that. You understand? I want them to be men like how it was back in the day. I understand there's some issues resolving gun violence, but when it comes to kids and stuff being around, y'all supposed to have respect. That's not law, man. When y'all see kids, y'all supposed to change y'all whole agenda. No, we're not moving like that.
They blame the police when they kill them, but when it's black on black crime, then where's all the movement there? Where's the riots there? These kids don't deserve this.
This is not life. This is not real. I can't believe it. It's ongoing. When is it going to stop? It's not even given that they shooting blind. They know what they're doing. They see what they're doing. It has to come to an end. And we just had a Black Lives Matter. How do Black Lives Matter at this point? These are kids.
I think the city need to come together and put more police out here on every corner, every neighborhood that's taking away these young kids.
You'll find it amazing that the people in different parts of D.C. have very differing opinions on defunding the police. Here, in one of the most gentrified, wealthiest places in the country, truly, this general area and neighborhood, very expensive to live here, ton of police presence, they say defund the police. If you go to a neighborhood like Devon's, you get the entirely different story. The question is, who is it going to affect the most? I think you can listen in their voices on the street in Davon's neighborhood, it has a truly horrific effect when you remove police from that area. So listen to them. This has been Benny on the Block, Black Lives Matter Plaza. See you next week. Hey, it's Benny Johnson here, Turning Point USA's Chief Creative Officer. If you like this video you just watched, be sure to subscribe to the official Turning Point USA channel and never miss an episode. See you guys next week.